boop. This is good behind the scenes footage.
I'm so serious. Okay, so I was at my computer. No joke. And I heard that the radio in the kitchen had like a emergency broadcast. You know that and that lets you know something's going on. So the first one, I was just like, all right, like I'm not even gonna listen. But then it came on again, and I'm like, maybe because I'm in LA right now, maybe it's something that I need to know, like a storm is coming, right? So I went in there, you know what I mean, to make sure I ain't gonna get caught up in no floods and nothing. So I went in there. For some reason, the two people that were in the kitchen were not in there, right? Like, not at all. Hey! Okay, so they were not in there at all. So it was like already like a spooky, like, silence in the kitchen. And it was nothing but like the radio. So I went over there to the radio. I kid you not. He was talking in a regular tone. And he was just like, so yes, there have been reporting and sightings that there have been people that, you know, there was people that have been coming up from the ground and to not, you know, like literally, like, I kid you not, he had like a regular voice.
Was it like Steve Harvey show or something?
No. It was the emergency broadcast because they were playing music at the time.
Right.
And it had the emergency broadcast and he just
What station was this?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I
Because
feel like
it was
Power
on
6, like Big Boy.
But it wasn't even, no, it wasn't even part of, like, they weren't talking and be like, oh, we're about to, no, it was like while they were just playing music and commercials, because as soon as the emergency broadcast stopped, it went right back to playing whatever song and yada, yada, yada. So, it was really cut into the show, and he literally was like, the only people that this might affect are the people who are able to hear this. So that made me think like, okay, maybe it's just in the LA area, toxic, next to the ocean. I don't know what they've been poisoning people in LA, but whatever the sewage is going. And I started thinking like, okay, there are people in the ground and they are poisoning. What if some of those poisons got into like the mortuary and the cemetery places?
The mortuary.
It doesn't matter. Some of this stuff,
it doesn't matter, Brian.
No.
People are coming up from the ground, okay?
Wait, is this real? Flowers?
This happened this morning. I kid you not.
So what did you do?
What did you do? What did you do?
What did you do?
I went back to
So
my
if it
desk,
happens to me,
and I dropped to my
pray?
knees and I was like, Lord, I'm not having no sex. I'm not eating pork and no red meat. I ain't drinking. I ain't doing nothing. I was just like, from now on, like, no. You talking about there are people in the ground, and you know that there's like mad cow
In the
disease.
mortuaries.
No, in the mortuaries and stuff. But then, you know, there's poisons and stuff in the ground. There's, you know, toxins and stuff that they've been doing.
Too.
And you know what? Shut up, Chess.
You said the zombies.
There is, huh?
Okay.
And
Think
it
about
say
it.
Walking Dead was coming
Think
back
about
on,
it.
But
right?
this is real though.
Yeah.
What channel were you listening to?
No, I don't remember what station it was.
I wanna
It
turn
was in
to
the
I'm about to
kitchen.
Google it. I'm about to Google it.
It was in the
Let's
kitchen.
go.
But I kid you not, all the pharmaceutical, you know, stuff and all the waste and stuff, where does it go? It goes back into our ground.
No.
How are we not supposed to say or
It's
think
in the water.
that
It's in
some
the
of the
water. It's in the
some of the
water.
stuff that they're getting next to had some type of chemical effect on freaking dead people that's been there? They straight talked about it's only relevant to the people who can hear this. If you can
So that
hear
means
this.
you heard it.
That means
That's what I'm saying.
You heard it. Oh, snap.
I didn't hear nothing. We good.
Yeah, because
We good.
I wasn't here. Well, I was at school.
Because Janice, your cousin,
Yeah.
said that she heard it too, and I don't know where she lives, but I thought
I
she
didn't
lived
hear
in San
nothing.
Bernardino.
No, she lived
because
in
you weren't listening to the radio.
That's
Only the
true.
People that were listening.
So
to the
I
radio.
wasn't
But it
listening to
said,
the
but
radio.
the key word, if you heard it.
Yeah, that means
You
millions
heard-
of
But
people
it's
heard
for
that.
the city and whoever can hear it. Obviously, it's for you. I mean, literally, he said.
I mean, they already.
Don't try.
Somebody got fired.
No,
Somebody
he
got
said
fired.
they said don't try and like combat them or something like that. Like for real. They were saying. One, they
I'm
said don't try to
lost.
combat them. I mean, it
Like-
was so freaking spooky. It was ridiculous.
Can I ask a question?
Freaking, I was just like,
Fade
oh my
into
god.
shrubbery. Fade into shrubbery.
Fade into shrubbery.
Can I ask a question?
No, like I really want to get out of Cali, but then it might not just be Cali. We're freaking right here by.
It's
all
in the
the
I.
oceans and
It said LA area, and I haven't heard anybody say anything in the IE.
You area too.
No, I don't have no radio.
That's why I put
That's
it on
ghetto,
Facebook,
huh?
and I was just like,
She said, that's why.
who else
everything I
heard?
love, on
Who else
everything I
heard
love.
what I heard on the radio today?
Can I ask a
Because I
question?
know I
Okay,
got
he
the-
wants to ask. Wait. Let him ask a question, please. Yes.
Okay. This guy said that there's something in the ground. I mean, something that is
It's in the water.
No.
It's in the
He didn't say
water.
nothing about that. It was my speculation. He said there was sightings. He said there were sightings of people coming up from the ground. Now he had said,
What if they were like minors or something?
I'm done.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Great Falls, Montana. A Montana television station's regular programming was interrupted by news of a zombie apocalypse. The Montana Television Network says hackers broke into the emergency alert system of Great Falls affiliate on its Monday station. KRTV says on its website the hackers broadcast that dead bodies are rising from their graves in several Montana hackers. In several Montana counties, the alert claimed the bodies were attacking the living and warned people not to approach or apprehend these bodies as they are extremely dangerous.
that is exactly what I heard.
Boy, the
It
network.
was a hacker.
But that could be the
Wait.
government trying to like overthrow
It's the government.
Network.
You know they take care
It's
of the
the
media.
government. They do. They
The
do.
network says there is no emergency and its engineers are investigating. A call to KRTV was referred to a Montana Television Network executive in Bozeman. John Saunders didn't immediately return the call for the comment. The Great Falls Tribune reports the hoax alert generated at least 4 calls to police to see if it was true, and one of them was you.
I did not
See,
call
Siri
the
knows
police.
everything.
I was like, I did not.
Yeah, 4
But
calls.
you know how a lot of stuff happens with the media, and then all of a sudden they try and retract it and be like, "Oh no, it was a hoax. It wasn't for real."
You really think zombies are gonna freaking walk
That was the
there?
whole point.
I'm just no. The whole point is there are.
You heard it. That's all.
heard it.
You heard it.
And it's possible.
And it's possible.
It is very possible with all the chemicals and imbalance and everything that's going
It could
on
be.
nowadays.
It could be.
some
You
type
think
of
the heart gonna revive itself
It is
after
not
it's been in the
possible.
ground
Okay,
for
like
years?
like Paris L. He ended up saying that he looked on the internet. He was just browsing the internet and he came across a website that showed that Obama was dead. 2 weeks before Obama made the actual, Osama was dead. 2 weeks before Obama actually said, nationally, and then he said when he tried to go back into it and find that website, it was miraculously gone.
Hackers.
It could be hackers. It could be the government trying to be like, who
This
the
is
heck
what
had
computer
this
geniuses
information?
like to do. They like to get people like worked up. Like, oh,
That's
It
not
works.
no. It's not really being worked
It
up.
does
It
work.
could be warning. It could be actual warning signs from people that have information, but of course, everybody try and dumb it down and be like, "Oh no, it's a hoax."
I agree to
They
that.
try and dumb it down to
Yeah,
make
I
it seem
agree.
like
I do
no,
agree to
but
that,
it could
though.
be somebody really having little bit of information trying to leak it out, and then the government, of course, taps it because, of course, there was talks about cloning. How they've been already.
They still doing it.
But then,
Okay,
but
but
all of a
I'm
sudden,
trying to
the government will
understand
probably be
zombies.
like, "Well, no, there is no such thing as cloning."
No,
You
cloning is
guys have been
possible.
doing medical
For years.
experiments for years.
I'm
I'm trying to clone different
I'm
animals,
trying to understand the
food,
zombies.
all sorts
People,
of stuff.
they're doing people too.
That zombies.
How is it not possible?
But you know what?
It's not
I'm
possible.
looking at Google, and there's been like a bunch of these different warnings in like the last 2 or 3 years. At
About
different-
zombies?
at different
Jesus
radio
coming
stations
back.
and
That's
television
my
stations.
thing.
Yeah. I think, you know what? I think it was Beyonce's fault because she was able to
Beyonce.
cause a power outage at the Super Bowl.
I'm done.
to take
I'm
everybody's
done.
mind
I'm
away.
done.
Everybody was so glued to
I'm
the
done.
Super Bowl.
Wait,
But it's possible,
one of my friends
though.
was like, "Don't watch Beyonce. She's gonna put a spell on y'all." So I didn't watch it.
I'm at work. I was at work.
And she
the
did.
whole
She was
time.
just like,
She the whole time, and then right after that, the power went out.
yeah. And
So
you
I'm
think
here.
that's a
I'm here
coincidence?
with you. I'm here
That's
with
what I'm
you.
saying. But
I didn't watch it all. Does that count? I didn't watch it all, so
I
does
watched
that
it on the
count?
computer, so
I
that
didn't
count
watch it
because
at
it wasn't
all.
live.
All I saw was the picture going around Facebook of her muscles and stuff.
Yeah, that
As the whole-
ain't happening.
That was it.
So people are gonna end up calling me crazy like they already have. But then who's gonna get the last laugh if something come up and knocks
I'm
on your
going to
goddamn
heaven.
window?
That's all I know.
and it's-
It ain't coming to the eye.